So the other live stream got cut off while I was saying, if you are doing the internal work, you are affirming, you are purging deliberately, right? You are healing your core wounds, you are readjusting your mindset, you are readjusting your point of view, you are leveling up internally and externally for the sake of you, your well being, your quality in life, your contentment. That is amazing. However, if you are doing all of these things, if you are visualizing, if you do the state akin to sleep stuff, if you are affirming like a crazy person, if you are scripting, if you are keeping a mental diet, yada, 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 even if you are doing self concept work for the sake and sole purpose of getting that SP, of being with that person, you're not doing it correctly. You're not doing it right. And in that case, you are actually very close related to limerence. I said in the previous live stream, in part one of this thing, right? That people in limerence, people in this obsessive infatuation thing with another person, believe that they need to change who they are. And it's not like they are running around all day actively thinking, oh, if I don't change who I am, I'm going to lose this person. It's not like that. It's not something in the forefront of their brain. It's more something in the background where you feel a drive to change who you are so that you can keep or get or maintain that person, that relationship with that person, right? So even if you are working on yourself, and what did I say before I got cut off? If you are, for instance, using affirmations like my life is perfect, I always get what I want, I'm the operant power, I'm a god or a goddess, I am so amazing, I'm so lovable, I'm so blah, 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 but you don't actually do it from this place of, hold on, all of this is true. Hold on, this is really who I am. I don't say I'm loving and lovable and deserving because I try to convince anybody outside of me that I am that. But I say these things because I recognize this inside of me. I truly, honestly recognize that, yes, I am deserving of the shit that I want, because otherwise I wouldn't even fucking desire it. Like, what? Yes, I deserve comfort. Yes, I deserve love. I deserve appreciation. I deserve all of these things, right? If you are coming from the right mindset and you really recognize it within yourself, how worthy you are, how awesome you are, how deserving you are, and how lovable you actually are. If you recognize this, then you have a whole boatload of evidence. You start looking for evidence to back this up. And then you can come up with things like, I look pretty awesome, I'm really charming. I'm a good, I add value to my own life and to other people's life. I'm a fucking treat to be around. I'm amazing companionship. I'm amazing. I'm an amazing friend. I'm loyal as fuck. Of course, right? You see these things, and when you say these affirmations, you do the gratitude scripting, you do the purging stuff. You do it literally for the sake of understanding, changing your mind regarding yourself. You changed your opinion about yourself because you fucking deserve to feel good about yourself. End of story. But if you're doing all of these things, even the fucking self-concept, because you believe you need to change who you are in order to deserve XYZ. You need to be the bigger person. You need to become perfect. You need to become so much your higher self. You need to exude love. You need to be happy 24/7. You need to just suck it up and be better and be absolute fucking perfection, live in be the human version of utopia, because otherwise you're not getting that person or maintaining that relationship. Then you're doing it out of lack, and then you need to look at your core beliefs. And this is something that you gotta be fucking brutally honest with yourself. You have to assess your mind, your situation, where you are right now, currently, with absolute honesty. You have to speak your own authentic, highest truth in the situation. You cannot bullshit yourself. Affirmations like, he's obsessed with me, she's gonna call me, ba 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 ba. These things are not working. You don't change the outside by affirming that the outside is changing. You change the outside by recognizing the wholeness of you internally, acknowledging this, being aware of this, and then the outside reflects it back. But if you use affirmation tapes, especially those rants about your SP being obsessed and how they blow up your phone and how they are always communicating with you, blah, 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 you are not doing it for yourself, right? There is a difference between being authentic and bullshitting yourself, and bullshitting is not working. This is not manifesting. So you need to be the judge of yourself here, and you got to be honest with yourself. A lot of people also think that they need to drop the SP, which is not a bad thing, honestly, to like let go of focusing on the SP, but they are doing it because they heard somewhere online that indifference brings them back. When I drop this SP, when I just be like, you know what, I don't see you, I'm not gonna stalk. I'm not gonna think about you. I'm just gonna do me. And you force yourself to do this because you know that this is what's gonna get them back. This is also not it. If you focus on yourself, because you focus on yourself, because you fucking deserve it, and because this person, this outside thing, does not deserve you giving up yourself, does not deserve you sacrificing yourself, does not deserve all of this attention and energy and whatnot, and struggling and running after and grabbing onto and holding, oh, please, 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 begging, right? When you truly understand, hold up, this does not deserve my attention. It does not deserve my attention. In the past couple of video call sessions I had with clients, I mentioned the same example because I'm currently binge watching Grey's Anatomy. So if you're a client, you already heard me say that. And if not, let me adjust my pillow. If you are a neurosurgeon, right, specialized in neurosurgery, you're working on the brain, your day-to-day bread and butter is brain surgery. Would you be concerned about somebody coming into the ER with diarrhea? Would you be like, oh, I gotta figure this out. Where's this diarrhea coming from? Would you be concerned about somebody with a rash on their arm or chest? No, this is below your pay grade. I'm sorry, but you would not look into this. There are other people from other specialties, new word, nice, from other specialties, from other levels that are taking care of this. They are responsible for that. You are in your OR and you do the brain stuff, and you only give a shit about the brain stuff. It's just you gotta just simply understand what is yours to take on and what is yours to take care of, what is yours to change, what is your specialty, what is below that, what is above that does not concern you. When we're talking conscious creation, when we're talking manifestation, right, we only care about our own opinion of ourselves. This is the trick. And we're doing this because we're fucking worth it, okay? When you say your affirmations, I am amazing. I always get what I want. My life is dope, right? I'm respected. I'm great company. I'm amazing. I'm appreciated. I appreciate myself. I'm in the driver's seat of my life. I decide what's going to happen next, right? When you say these things because they make you feel good about yourself, because you're like, again, because you have this recognition of this is actually real, right? Then your things are gonna change. You change internally because you shift your awareness internally from one subject to another. And the external is always an authentic replica of your internal. Always, always, always. There is no exception to that. There has never been in the history of humanity a moment in time where somebody experienced something that was not first created internally inside of them. No matter how much they pretend, oh, I did not see that coming. Of course, they had to see it coming. They created it on the inside. Whether there was actual awareness in the foreground of the brain there or not, it doesn't matter. It came from you. The way is always from the inside to the outside, never the other way around. Never, ever, ever. It has never been any other way. It's from the inside out, from the inside out, from the inside out, from the inside out, right? This is how we manifest. Whether we are conscious creators or we are on autopilot, it doesn't matter. It does not change the direction. It is always from the inside out. And then, of course, you can use your outside to become aware of these things, to realize, oh, well, if I constantly see this in my outside world, if I constantly get rejected, if I constantly get betrayed, if I constantly get cheated on, if I constantly get ghosted, if I constantly get treated with disrespect, if I constantly have to wait for hours or days to get a fucking text back, right? If I see that outside of myself happening in an area or with a person that I give a shit about, that I care about, then I need to take into consideration that there is a source within me that has created that. Yeah, the other person is an ass. Yeah, the other person has the chance to respond differently, but you are the enabler. Always, always, always. As conscious creator, you are aware of the fact that you enable all of this behavior outside of yourself. Doesn't mean that the person is not a dick. Of course, they are a dick if they mistreat you, if they cheat on you. Yes, those are asshole people, but you have been attracted to them. You have been drawn to them. You have chosen them. You fell in love with them. In love. You fell into attachment with them. You are the enabler of your own experience in life, not them, right? They exist regardless of you. But the way they respond to you, the way they interact with you, it's because you enable this. So look into yourself. Where's this coming from? Where do I sell myself undervalue? Where do I don't know, suck it up? Where do I compromise myself? Where am I a pushover? Where do I believe that I don't deserve X, Y, Z? What are my core beliefs that are fucking with me here? We have 4 major core beliefs that are incredibly important to get those 4 things straight. I love myself, I trust myself, I value myself, I honor myself. If you truly honestly work on them, and yes, you can extend this, you can bend it, adjust it to those certain little areas. But those 4, if you get those 4 down and you really recognize this, fuck yeah, I love myself. Yes, I recognize the love to myself. Yes, I trust myself. I recognize that I trust myself. I recognize that I see how I am capable of living my life. I am capable of making decisions and following through with them, right? Without shitting my pants constantly. When you realize that you do value yourself because you give to yourself, yeah, actually, I go work out. I take care of my diet. I take care of my skin, of my hair, of my clothes. I take care of myself and I have a high living standard. This is how I show value to myself. And I honor myself, boundaries, right? I have boundaries with myself. Anything and everything that goes against my moral and ethics standards, anything and everything that goes against me, anything and everything that causes me to feel, ooh, gets rejected, right? I do not lower my standards. If you recognize this within you, then you got those 4 big ones in alignment. The majority of you guys doesn't have it. The majority of you guys feels unlovable, thinks that in order to love myself, I need to first lose weight, gain weight, change my hair, change this or that about myself. Majority of you don't trust yourself. Oh God, I don't know how to decide. It's so hard to make a decision. Because if I choose to let go of this SP or this desire or something like that, because I'm obsessed with it and I have created so much fucking resistance towards it, that I'm really currently incapable of changing it. But if I let go of it, ooh, what if it doesn't come back? What if I starve? What if I order a fucking burrito and they offer me a garden salad and I'm so afraid of rejecting the fucking garden salad because I'm scared I will never eat? and there will never be a burrito in my life ever again. This is not trusting yourself. And when you don't trust yourself, you can't, quite frankly, trust nobody else. Like, how are you capable of not trusting yourself, but then trusting on somebody else and not get fucked over by this? This is impossible. You're going to be an anxious wreck your entire freaking life, right? And it can come in very small ways that are a little bit harder to detect, but you see them because it's all inside of you. There is no lock, there's no secret, it's not hidden from you, right? Or they come in like really big ass ways where you just have anxiety. I've been there, by the way, years ago, deciding what the fuck I'm gonna eat for dinner. Even that was too much for me to make a decision, right? If you don't value yourself, if you think that what you bring to the table, that who you are as a person is not going to add shit to anyone's life, how the fuck are you going to seek out value? How the hell are you going to receive value in any way, shape, or form? How the hell are you going to receive recognition for who you are if you don't recognize yourself, right? How the hell you can affirm 100,000,000 times that your SP is loving you and they trust you and they see and I'm the prize and they prioritize me. Fuck that shit. If you need your SP to prioritize you, then you are not prioritizing yourself. If you need to affirm that they are doing something for you, then you are not doing this thing for yourself, and ergo it's not going to work. And you're going to get a fucking headache from this shit. And anxiety. Who needs that? Nobody, right? And if you don't keep your boundaries, if you do not honor yourself, if you do not make your decisions, all of the three other core beliefs, right? If you don't honor yourself, if you betray yourself, if you go for quick fixes, if you try to be, I don't know, like a little thief coming at night and take something, then how the fuck can you get honored? How the fuck can you have other people respect you? It's not going to work, right? It's all coming from within you. And this is exactly this obsessive thinking, obsessive working, obsessive scripting, obsessive affirming, all of these obsessive things that are towards the SP or anything else that you're trying to manifest. We are talking about the SP in this video, right? Everything that goes obsessively towards them, where you need to check in and like, is he prioritizing me? He's hanging out with his friends again instead of with me. Or I had to wait 2 days to get a fucking text back, right? All of these things are equal to limerence. This is, to wrap this thing up, in the previous video, in the previous live stream, I said that your state, your emotional contentment is dependent on the other person in limerence. Your emotional state, your contentment, is dependent on the SP in creating, recreating, manifesting a specific person. This is what you need to judge yourself on. You gotta be honest. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is a huge pile of shit that's gonna create even more fucking shit in your life. You don't need this, okay? So it's not necessarily the same. You can manifest your SP, and I mentioned it in the other video before. I will pop the link to the It's Normal to Manifest an SP in this video and also in the other one. You can check it out. It really is normal. You're not delusional. Really, it is okay to daydream. It is okay to script. It is okay to affirm. It is okay to practice new things, new streams of thoughts, right? It is okay to practice this. It is okay to manifest a specific person, but the manifestation needs to be for the sake of you, not for the sake of you being with them. This is something that, especially lately in the last couple of months, I've been saying this over and over again. Your manifestations need to be an end, not a means to an end. If you're trying to manifest something, a specific person, because you need them to feel happy, because you need them to feel love, because you need them to feel a sensation of partnership and companionship, if you need them because you need their approval, their recognition, their validation about who you are as a person, their opinion about you is more important, is more needed, more necessary than your own, or your own opinion about yourself depends on their potential opinion about you, then you're not doing it right. And then you're gonna struggle and get a fucking headache. right? So again, limerence, manifesting as P, kind of two different topics, but if you would draw like little circles, they are overlapping. Can I do this with my hands? I cannot. Maybe like this. They are overlapping. There is common ground. The common ground is the obsessive behavior. And then you need to essentially, if you are in this obsessive behavior, you need to redirect it towards yourself and recognize this within yourself. Right? I feel like I've said the same exact thing 100 times now, but it's okay. We gotta bring our point across here.